I'm all good and all good.
Welcome to Friday Tribe Fiesta. Good to see you. I mean, I don't see you, but hopefully I will see you. Thanks. I see you. How are
The
you?
fuck? I'm lying in bed. What the fuck?
Yeah, you said you were cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's summer here. It's super hot. It's fucking hot as fuck. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I have some really good things that has happened, and I'm ready to raise the prices again in the tribe. It's gonna go to 4444. Because I don't know if you guys followed this. I did 1111, then 2222, then 3333, like angel numbers, and now I'm about to do 4444, and I raise it each 5 people I work with, so that I don't spread myself thin. And I still think it's pretty low for what I do, but it's okay. It will
Mhm.
get there when it gets there. And if all the payments were going through school, I would totally have all the emojis and crap that come with the revenue next to your name, after the fire and the star, and then there's like a ninja and goats and crown, and I don't know what the fuck else. Hi, honey, good to see you. Oh,
Mhm.
you're muted. Yeah, we had a really good call yesterday in her community. I was reading from this book. We had like a book sharing segments, and it was so fascinating to me how it segued to, because like I just opened on a random place, and James was sharing something, and then what I opened, and I opened it when I was walking from the other room. When I grabbed the book, I was like reading little paragraph. Oh, just random place, right? And then I came back in here, and while he was talking, I'm like, oh, that's not fucking related. But then he segued. It's like I transported it into his head, into what happened next with the paragraph that I read. And it was just so brilliant. I loved it. Very good call yesterday, honey.
I agree. Thank you, both of you. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And before we got here, we were talking with Ossie uh, about different things about his community, and he brought up interesting points. And I was like, if you want to come over and brainstorm it all together, all of us, it would be nice, because more minds work better. And one thing I wanted to share, the last thing in the messages was maybe I share my niche, I change my niche, and yeah, I wanted to point out a couple of things, and that's an example that Honey always gives with the garden and seeds. When you plant the seeds, they need time to germinate, or whatever the fuck, before they actually decide that, oh, I'm going to grow into something, a plant. And you don't sit and force them down the throat. Come on, grow, motherfuckers. You kind of give them time, sun, water, energy, love, and they grow and turn into something. So sometimes you just need time and patience for things.
I think you also need to love. Sometimes we try to, um, you say the word pigeonhole ourselves into a certain niche because we think that we try to fit, sometimes it's somebody else's idea or suggestion, and we don't really feel passionate with it. I think it's very important for it to come from you because you're the leader. And if you're placed as the leader in a place where you're not interested in leading, you're going to walk very slowly or just sit down. You're not going to lead the people. But if you're excited, you're just going to lead with your movements.
Yeah, that's true. It reminds me of like how, had the expectations from my parents to become a doctor. And I did try, and it's not for me, because I came to America and I so not agree with how medicine is handled in this country. It's horrible in my opinion, and yeah, the shit is not for me. I dropped out of medical school, and uh, my parents were against it for decades, actually, not just many years. But certain expectations from somebody to be something, and I genuinely wanted to, because since little girl I always looked into reading books on like healing things, and with herbs and natural medicines. So in those areas, yes, it was very interesting to me to learn about Ayurveda and Asian different practices. But it's different in the States, and it just was very offsetting for me, and was like, this shit is not for me. I did my best to fit in, and like even became a nurse and worked in a fucking hospital and in a nursing home as well. And it was just so bad to see that part of life. Anyway, I don't even want to, this is like really bad vibes. So yeah, I totally agree with that. Pigeonholing, and then another thing, pigeonholing with even with this community, how it was just about music and teaching music and learning music. And in fact, I spent many years helping friends. I've shared before, but I'll share it again, with bigger picture consulting, and uh, you know millionaires taking me out to lunch just to pick my brain, not to fuck me, okay? And then I was like, wait a second, there is something in that. So I leaned into that, and I was open to that, and I believed in myself that, okay, this is we will shift directions a little bit, and now I can help so many more people, to with a bigger picture. So I love that, and that pigeonholing thing is just doesn't vibe with me at all to begin with.
Well,
Like dancing even. What do you say?
yeah. And what do I think?
Yeah, what you were gonna say something. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah. No, no. Now I'm just thinking. No, did you read my last messages? And then
Why
anyway,
not?
to me, it's just I'm so over chasing people to try and lick their asses to fucking try and make a change in their fucking lives. What the fuck is with the people? Fuck the people that don't want to help themselves. If they want an honest opinion, come and talk to me for a few minutes. I'll give you an honest opinion about your shit. But you're gonna pay me to fucking talk to me or something like that. No, just maybe I'm just over it. I don't know. It's just um, it is
What?
hard work. You
Yeah,
can make it hard work, but then if I just and this whole idea of talking shit, it was actually Sandra, my partner in the Blitz,
yeah,
right? Uh, Quite some time ago, said to me, "That is exactly what you should do. You should just talk to people about their shit and give them an opinion." Fuck yeah, well, it's a joke, but in any way,
yeah,
there might
yeah.
be a lot of truth.
I read your last messages, fuck 'em. You just have to consider that you're working with a different type of person when it comes from
Yeah,
Facebook. Because, like the two examples you gave me, those are people from Facebook that came in for specific reason. Whether if it's your lead magnet or whatever it is, what's in it for me mentality, and that's most of Facebook people. How you're really gonna get them. And
yeah,
I want to give you an example, even with personal friends I have that was just inviting them to school and to the tribe, and like just think about the mentality, okay? So, oh, I don't have an idea, but about the community yet, but when I do, I will join. It's like, bitch, what the fuck? Can you just come and hang out and not really think about necessarily having an idea or planned out or monetization and things like that? Because when you do come with monetization purposes to school, then you fucking fail, because that's not really the goal. And you realize that sooner or later, and you drop out of the platform. How many people have we seen that just go up, 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 and then just straight bottom and don't see them anymore, or see them and they have lame excuses as, oh yeah, I'm focusing on other things to do. Yeah, because of how they show up, you know. It's all about
Yeah.
that. So these Facebook people, they are horrible if you think about them as coming in as leads and clients, and you will really have to hold their hand and teach them every single thing, including reducing notifications and like how to handle school and how to navigate and all of that. So these are very, very cold leads if you consider them as leads, and they're not your friends for sure. And you have to kind of make them your friends to pick their brains, what they're needing, so you can help them. Otherwise, yeah, they're just gonna disappear, and it's not you, you know.
I got you. I got you. But all I'm saying to you is, if I change the whole thing to something, I mean, we'll talk more about this in private before I go further. But yeah, to me, I think it's come to a stage where I don't really feel the heart there, and that's why I'm saying, it's probably time to change this whole thing and make it to something that I'd like to do, possibly. But, if talking shit about your shit in a relationship, I can give you a lot of advice. For instance, okay. So if I had to change it into something in that line where you come and talk to me about your shit in private, and I'll give you an opinion about your shit. I'll amuse you for a while for free.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that there will be, oh yeah, like I really need Ozzy's opinion, if they don't know who the
No,
fuck you are?
no, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah.
That's why they can come and talk to me for free, and it will all be free. But you know what? That's all just ideas. I mean, I'm just saying, maybe I'm over chasing people to try and come and join me to teach them plumbing.
Well, there's teaching plumbing or teaching plumbing business. They're two different things.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly the same, even the same. So it's really I'm maybe just losing interest in that whole thing. Okay, so and I'll be honest with you, right? That I mean, I've chased people, and I've tried to convert people and try to bring people over, and to me, it's just a tiring process now. After this few months, I'm over it. I'd have
It's
to
very
think of something else.
it's very understandable, and I can share some thoughts that come to me in response to what you're sharing.
Sure.
I think similarly to how I am looking to expand my focus rather than change. So when you're talking, what I'm hearing is that you're helping people fix their shit, literally, and also on a more esoteric and emotional. So it's kind of, do you want to have a community where people have permission to vent and complain and laugh at it? That's what I'm seeing. Like
Yep, you got that spot on.
yeah, a community where you let people bring their shit in. You're allowed to complain, and we're all going to laugh together and hold space. So that's maybe a direction you might want to stay
Yeah,
with the
that's
plumbing.
what the community will be. That's what the community will be about. Correct. There's an open floor. in private. It's a private conversation. We can all talk whatever shit we want to talk about, and the
Yeah,
rest is
you can keep your community private rather than public, but in the community, people should feel safe to just vent and share their shit,
yep.
and then have a little bit humor with
Mm.
their what people would call shadow work. You can twist it into something like free shit talking. I mean, these are just ideas, thoughts that
Yeah,
come.
yeah. I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying.
And I feel Ossie what he's saying. Ossie, I might be French, but when you talk about shit in that way, and what my project is low vibrations standard language. So it's emotional. It's digging like the thing who's holding you inside of you, and you know what I mean. That's what I feel like when you talk about that kind of shit. It's like what I'm dealing right now, like with all that programming and the coding and all those concept and system and protocol, and the language is so fucking vast. And I'm basically working on something that will help that. I learned this from. It's a language barrière linguistique. It's some kind of limitation between different language, especially not even like French or English, but specializations. Like each specializations have its own language, and when they talk between them, they don't really understand the same kind of thing, some kind of shit. You know what I mean? So
That's
it's
called nomenclature. Every specialty has its own nomenclature, has its own
thank
right,
you.
has its own language. It's hard, and if we don't know that, that's something I was bringing up in another post the other day. Was I agree with everything you're saying, but I know what you're saying because I understand the language. I understand the nomenclature, but most people are not going to have access to the beautiful message that you have if you're using just very specific language.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why I put like vibration on it, like the low to the high, and every language I'm working on, they have those specific mindset, and those specific mindset, they're like a programming. So
Yeah.
that's why when I see Ossie and he's talking about blobbing, oh, it's talking about pipe and water and you know what I mean, tank support and that. No, right now what I feel like is tired of that kind of work, and you want to fix like the shit, like how to fix something to really be persistent inside of you, inside outside your life. That's how I feel it when you say this, Ossie. So hey
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah. Hi, David. Good to see you. I mean, good to that you're
going?
here. I don't see
I am.
you. But
I'm
But
eating
can I?
I'm eating watermelon, so I'm hiding. I
oh, we love watermelons.
do too. I do too.
Don't
I'll-
hide your watermelon, man. Don't be ashamed of your
No.
watermelon. This is a very open group. We love you. Yeah.
All right. I
So I'm gonna
appreciate
just say. I'm just gonna say let's move the focus off my shit, off this chat right now, and then take that to my chat in an hour's time, and we can talk about my shit over there, and then let's talk about the tribe shit for now.
I wanted to throw in one thing, Ozzy, because I've watched you and James when you guys kind of came at the same time to school, and while James decided to focus on his own shit, you were
I didn't.
very ADD'd on other people's shit, okay, and you spread yourself thin in many directions, and you spin your wheel for a very long time with that blitz and bullshit for a very
Yep.
long time, and that exhausted a lot of energy right there. So that's right now where you are, to the point where you're actually working on your shit finally. You are sort of exhausted in a way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, I get you. Sorry, I'm just making coffees here.
Yeah, so this is something to consider before you decide to give up and change
Change my
niches
shit. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'll talk about it in a more serious fashion. You know my feeling, but we'll talk about it in a more serious fashion in my side.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What are you guys doing this weekend?
Waiting for you to come through town so we can go out to
Oh my god, I'm
coffee
so
and
excited to see you in person. It's gonna be
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
me know what your trajectory is. You know, like if you're going to be coming through Tehachapi on the 58, or if you're coming down the 99, you're coming from Idaho. I'm trying to ubicar Idaho in my mind. I'm trying to locate Idaho from
It's
where I'm at. It's
far
up
up.
north. It's north and obviously east, but it's north and
Yeah,
east.
think fucking Canada. It's so far.
Is it that far?
Well,
That's
let me
pretty
see.
far.
Like, hello.
It's right above. It's right above New Mexico, right? Isn't it? I got to look at the. Damn it!
You
Now I feel
shared
like
a
an idiot.
picture of the
No.
map. That's helpful. You shared a picture of the map of the.
Yeah, I did
Oh
a
yeah, it is. It's
screenshot.
right above. It's right above New Mexico. That's right, and it's right next to Washington and Oregon. So it does hit the Canadian border all the way at the top.
I didn't
Oh,
think New
that's
Mexico
right.
is anywhere near there,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh, I'm
gonna be
sorry.
on
It's right.
Sunday.
It's right above. It's right above Nevada. I'm sorry. Not New Mexico.
Okay,
Nevada.
I can try to find the post with
So
a
so
screenshot.
I got it right here if you want it, but
Can you share screen then?
I can do that.
Let me allow you.
Um,
Wait, how do I allow you? Where is it?
It's
Allow
in
screen. Okay,
settings.
yeah. So you should be able to share. So there's two routes we were looking at, and the one from California is like 30 minutes longer, but it's more scenic.
Oh, this
Oh
is a.
no, I meant the screenshot of the routes that I made with.
Oh, I don't have that one. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you just. I
Well,
just pulled up a map. So let me
I thought New Mexico is somewhere down in the map.
No, it's your Idaho is right above Nevada. I'm sorry, I was mixing up Nevada and New Mexico. New Mexico is much further south.
That's a big difference, man.
Well, I
Yeah.
know. I was. That's what I was saying. I made a mistake.
So Nevada and
You're right above
it's either
Nevada.
Nevada and Arizona or California, then Oregon, Washington, or the other way around. Washington, Oregon, and then Idaho. And yeah, it should be on Sunday where we're coming through your heck of the woods. But I would tell you way ahead of the
You'll probably
time.
be okay. Yeah, you'll probably be coming down the I-5.
No idea.
Yeah.
Okay,
Seems like
let
that
me
would be
find that post so I can share it. But yeah, I'm excited about picking up our art car. Oh my god, I posted so much. Hold on. I have to filter new.
What car is that? What car are you picking up?
I think you can
It's
type into search something like Idaho. It should come up. Think of a word that you would post in that post.
I found it. Okay, so now let me, I guess, mood today. So this is gonna be share this screen, or should I just share the whole thing? Yeah, just share the entire screen. I don't have no porn or anything to hide. Okay. So this is the map. Do you guys see the map?
See it. You can enlarge it a little.
How do I enlarge it?
Maybe if you go to the full screen.
Control, press control and the wheel, the mouse wheel.
It doesn't do
It work.
anything. This is on school.
Well, you can first make full screen this window. You know how to make it into full screen? On the left top of this window, Yeah. If you do Control Plus, it's going to make it larger. Control Plus. Command Plus.
Oh, she's on Maple.
Oh, hold on.
No, no, that's
Oh.
not going to help.
Oopsie.
Just do
Hold on.
reset.
Okay.
I would ignore that one because it's not going to help. That's not going to do anything. Just reset.
Okay, that sucks. Well, anyway.
I can enlarge it on my own. I just enlarge my whole screen.
Okay, I can. You know what? Let me. How the fuck do I get out of here? Hold on.
I mean, I see it.
Yeah, no, I totally see it. Yeah, the shortest route is going to bring you down through Fresno and then right down the 99. You're going to drive right through Bakersfield. If you go the longer route, you'll end up hitting the 15 and heading in, out Las Vegas area and then heading into LA, not coming my way, unless you want to drive an extra 2 hours out of your way, 2 or 3 hours out of your way.
Yeah, I want to share this guy. Do you see my this is the car, David.
Oh wow.
Do you see my screen?
Oh, wow.
No way.
Well,
Is that AI or is that real?
Yeah, that's an AI rendering before the car is
Okay.
ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so anyways, I wanted to show you, but like it doesn't look like that right now, because okay, so the car is in Idaho for building the inside, and then in California we're gonna build the outside. And originally we had one builder for the inside and outside, very good guy, perfect for making art cars and interiors and everything, but his brother died. So we had a car and it was registered. We went to Arizona, brought it to California, registered it, insured it, and everything, right? And it's a Mercedes Sprinter. It's a solid car, very good, like in terms of like how heavy duty it is and all that. So then it was registered, insured, and we brought the car to my friend in the desert, the builder. So he was going to do the interior and exterior. It's going to be a few months, easy peasy, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. But his brother died, and then his best friend died in his hands at Burning Man. And we're like, oh my God, we're going to give him a few months to mourn, right? To like get himself together because he was a fucking mess, and rightfully so. And then after that, it turns out, and his spot in the desert is like really big and is full of art cars in the middle of fucking nowhere, and semi trucks and cutout cars and like big pieces of art, and like it's crazy, right? That's what he does for a living. And it turns out, so what he did also, he rented out his house to this family, and they have a kid, 9-year-old boy, and that boy is 9 years old. They're already like going around and getting in trouble and stuff. So the boy was not very well supervised, I guess, by the parents, and he was creating troubles to some neighbors. So these neighbors called the cops, and the cops came in, and oh my God. So apparently in California, you need to have all vehicles registered on your property. And also you need permits for anything, even if you're building a shed. So my friend, the builder, he built this huge building just for our van out of shipping containers, and he made a concrete foundation and a shade structure on top. So it is huge building, right? And no permit, no nothing. And I'm like, the fuck? I didn't even know that you need permit. But so the cops came there, and I had no idea until after the fact, right? So apparently the neighbor complained from the child, and they called the cops, and the cops came and they confiscated all the cars, all the semi trucks, everything that needed to be registered, but it wasn't, because the only car that was registered was ours. So that was the only car left. And then they fine him, like huge fines that collect every day more and more, because California is like insane when it comes to fines. And for the building that he has built illegally because he didn't have permits. So now they're taking his house and like destroying he needs to destroy the building. And it was a whole clusterfuck. And we only paid him upfront 10 grand for to begin the work. And yeah, nothing was done, just a little bit of electric. And that was actually another contractor that we got to work in tandem with him. So anyway, and I was like, man, like, I love you, man, but like, this is business. I need to get this going. So the Idaho guy is our original choice that oh, hi, Lisa. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, the Idaho guy was our original choice when we first found him, because like he's really good at making interior of like coffee shops and things like that are on wheels. Because this thing inside is a artist stage for artists to perform. Like singers, guitarists, DJs, everything. Like a stage. But also it has matcha coffee, like all that healthy crap. Drinks in it, so it's a festival stage, and also drinks. So the interior, we chose the guy from Idaho originally, but then we changed the mind because I was like, oh yeah, I want to take behind the scenes pictures and videos for social media later when I get back on socials and start pumping it up. I was just thinking like I need to be there every weekend and see the progress and make time-lapse videos, and like I had all these ideas, right? But the universe had different ideas. So we went back to the original guy, and he's a really nice guy. Christian family, goes to church, having a family like with kids that are homeschooled, and they homegrown their food, and a really nice, pleasant family. We met them in person. We met the whole family and all their animals that they have. And yeah, that was a few months back. So we also found a different builder for the outside now that is not going to be like the same guy, because he's in some major legal shit right now, and that's the last thing that it just, we don't want to deal with it, pretty much. That's the short version.
Wow. Talking about shit, Ozzy, huh?
I didn't mean to start this shit. Sorry, man.
Hey, shit happens. Shit happens, and it's not how you react to it, it's how you respond to it.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest. I do know my shit, but that doesn't make no shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know much about cars or anything. I know this one is a good one because, like, when we got it, the first thing we did is like bring it to people that we pay them to inspect it completely inside and outside. And we did that here in California with quite a few cars. We were like, oh yeah, this is a great deal, la la la. We went and got like this inspector. Oh my god, you guys, if you don't know shit about cars, don't buy cars without an inspector, because it's worth it for you to pay somebody that knows their shit. Because that guy was like, after he inspected that first car that we were gonna get, he was like, I am not going to allow you to buy this car. And we couldn't see because you needed to get inside and under and whatever, open it, but there were rats that ate wires, okay? and then yeah, you don't know.
I know what you mean.
And then on top of that, some of the wiring has been then patched by some shitty materials that you're not supposed to use. And I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about, but I understood enough to be like, oh my god, thank you, universe, for bringing me this guy to tell me all that, because it was kind of a good deal and newer. So I was like, gonna go for it. But yeah, it's always good to hire somebody that knows their shit.
Yeah.
And what is the car
everybody knows
for?
this shit.
What is the car for, Ro? Is it like a stage? You said something about a stage.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty versatile usage of the car. So it's like a festival stage, but also it could be a standalone stage by itself for our events. And it could be going on different events, or we could have our own events with it. And also you could just like park it on the beach and make a bomb ass party with like
right next to it.
without yeah so it's a little project we've been working on for like quite a bit. And again, it was going to be done like a year ago. If it wasn't for what happened with the first builder, and we gave him time to mourn after his friend died, and his friend died in his hands at Burning Man, got electrocuted, and then got a helicopter to pick him up. And then when he was telling me the actual, and I was gonna be there that Burning Man, but I decided against it because like the car, because his brother died before that, so he kind of delayed, postponed, because he was going to be ready for that Burning Man, and we were going to take the car and all go to, like, we had tickets and everything. And the fuck is this? Oh, it's my wire is calling me. I will call them back. It just comes to my computer when somebody calls me. Anyway, what was this? Yeah, it was going to be done a year ago, but it didn't because of like what happened with the builder, and we gave him time to mourn too. So it was more like we didn't want it to pull out immediately, but we were thinking, maybe we'll change. But then we want it in California, not in all the way in Idaho. And that other one is really good, but far. It's 20 hours drive. It took us 20 hours, like 2 months ago.
Why did you guys decide on the owl? It looks cool. Whose idea?
Yeah. Well, it was my idea, but the thing,
right?
it progressed from like night owl, because we were gonna originally what happened was we were gonna use it for only raves at night. And now it expanded to like, we don't just do raves. We also do yoga events and masterminds and ecstatic dances. And it could be on the beach. It could be anywhere. So we don't want to really go with the only rave, because we're more than that. But also, you know what happened? One night, me and Justin are in the car. It's like 2 a.m. and we're in LA driving, and I am looking at laundromats. You know what like where you do, okay, you do laundry. So I have a list of laundromats on my phone, and we're visiting them, and I'm scooping a location to make a rave in a laundromat. Deck it out with lasers and syrup team. I know you don't like the lasers, but you weren't going to be there anyway. So I'm looking for a laundromat to throw a rave, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm tired, but also pumped up. I wish there is coffee that's 24/7, and we're in LA. I mean, if there's no 24/7 coffee here, then where else? And in Europe is different. We do have there, but not in America. It's not a thing here at all. So I'm sitting and thinking, fuck, I wish I had a coffee. And I was like, maybe we should have a fucking coffee around the corner and have it 24/7. And the business idea was born to where like, okay, we're going to look for a location and open a 24/7 coffee here in LA. And we're going to have a drive-through, so people don't have to like, come in, but they can if they want. And they will be like techno pumping to, boost the energy even more. So yeah, we had this for a few months, and then I was like, more and more, I was like, yeah, but I don't want to be pigeonholed in one location. And then we started looking at like not van, but like the trailer, like a stream airstreams, because they look cool. The old fashioned. Do you guys know what an airstream is?
Yeah, I'm not sure of an airstream.
Okay, these are like a silver, very, very cute. Okay, I will share a screen, like the entire screen.
What's that?
Huh?
Like a silver.
Back in the day, they were one of the first campers or like
Yeah.
RVs. It was a trailer you drove. You've seen them before.
I bet I have.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And now they have ones that are, they're just retro. They're very, very new and modern.
Okay.
But now they're retro.
Do you guys see my screen?
That
Yeah.
one looks
Yeah,
really
we
cool.
see it.
I like that one.
Okay, yeah, there's different sizes now, and you can deck them out inside. But it's like a trailer, you see, like it's behind a car type of thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we were gonna get that because we like how it looked like. Stop sharing, and but it didn't happen because then we pivoted on like, okay, well, we need another truck to tow that, and it would be like more stuff to tow, because we also have like a sound system that needs to go in. So like, hey, I want to stand alone. So we started looking at different vans, and then we were like, well, let's just get a Mercedes. These are solid, because I had a Mercedes a couple of years ago, like a bigger than that, a big Sprinter Atlas is the model. It's like the biggest one, and it's amazing how strong of a car that is. So we started looking at those, and we went through a whole bunch, and finally found one really good one and a good deal in Arizona, and we negotiated even a better deal. Brought it back in, registered it, and insured it, and then he went straight for getting it out and everything. But yeah, then you heard the other part of the story with the builder. So now it's ready in Idaho, but like only the interior. Outside, it may be still white. I don't know. But then in California, we're gonna build everything else, and we have a different builder now that we talked with. So that's the next thing. And we would do a wrap. We decided on the wrap because originally I was like, yeah, I don't want to do wrap because this is shitty. It's gonna start peeling. But then there's so much detail that we were gonna do airbrushing, that we decided with the wrap, and when it gets fucked up, we're just gonna change the wrap. And then the wings are gonna be built, and it will have. Actually, I'm not sharing.
You're not. No.
No, you stop
Share
sharing.
share the entire screen. Yeah, let me
Yep.
blow that up. Yeah, so the wings are gonna be out of metal, and this is gonna look like this during the day, but during the night, it will have LEDs everywhere around. Do you see my mouse?
Yeah, we see your mouse.
Yeah, so this one is gonna be different colors that are gradually gonna flow from one to another side, from like the inside to the outside, and it would like move with the music. LED lights, different colors, kind of like
Oh, cool.
flowing through.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, really, really cool idea.
Thank you.
I'm wondering how the driving will be with those huge wings.
Yeah, so it's gonna be they will have poles, and they will be mounted in, and when they're out of, like, when we're driving, yeah, you can't drive it. Like when you're driving, they're gonna be removable, because you have overpasses, and it's kind of illegal to have something like that on the road, and we want everything legal, by the books. First of all, to avoid cops and problems, but second of all, I say everything legal because the other part of the story, we have to go through so many permits and drawings and changes of, like, to make it legally legal, everything, because California, we have all these laws and regulations and permits that you need, and every single little thing, it needs lots of money to it. And why? Because we want to be capable of bringing this into bigger events where you need like a contract with the event, that you're all insured, and everything is like up to code, because also the interior has to be up to code, like little stupid things like 30-inch galway. If you have like 31-inch, you won't pass the inspection. Then you have to destroy the entire interior and make this 1 more inch. And I'm not even kidding you when I say that, or exaggerating in any way, because that's what happened to quite a few people that were there with us getting their permits. So literally 2 inches, and someone had to destroy their entire. It was like a trailer. It wasn't a van. It was a trailer, kind of like the Airstream, but a regular trailer. And they made them destroy absolutely everything so they can increase the space to 30 inches, because it was lacking 2 inches of the hallway, where, like, the galway or whatever the fuck it's called, where the middle section of the space. By
You
code, it
see
needs
that?
to be.
That confirms size matters.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, you guys, we had a meeting yesterday with David and Fatima and Zor for our next community adventure, cup or bottle or anything that we want to
Like,
call it. Yeah, it was nice to see each other again and touch base on next steps and things like that. And I really appreciate all of you that brought in good comments into that post with where we were asking you for feedback and input for the next one of how to improve it. And Levis here had a really good ideas, and he made a post with summarizing everything. And Honey had the really good ideas, and then James had good ideas, and Casey. And I really appreciate you guys for this also very much, because it's very dear project to all of us, and it's a lot of work behind the scenes as well. And we do want to make things better for the future, and always open to suggestions. Anywhere, throw them in the community, throw them here on the call. And now that we have David, maybe it would be good to throw it in his face.
throw it at my face. Yeah, I wanted to. I want to add on to that. Yeah, that was that there was a lot of information to go through, and it was a little bit even daunting because there's so much good things that everyone put in and shared, and some of the things I think we can use now, and some of the things I think we can use in the future, or just kind of create from those ideas. And so I really loved all the participation, and thank you from my heart and from all of us, whoever participated in that. It was amazing. We had great conversations yesterday on a lot of the different topics that you guys put into the chat, the comments. So it was really great. Thank you.
I'd like to jump in and share a thought that came up in the beginning of this call around planting seeds. And I feel like this development of what we're co-creating here with these joining communities and working together and expanding and connecting has great potential. And in my mind, it's like seeds. Like when you plant seeds, you don't plant them too close so that the seeds can each grow. So I am wondering if we can give more space to these projects, because I felt it was coming too early, like we just completed. And I was a little surprised that we're already talking about the next one. So, like in my mind, I need a little breathing time because we're building our communities and it's hard to focus on multiple avenues in the same time. So, I wanted to invite considering creating breathing time with these projects.
Yeah, I heard that a few times. Yeah. Actually, yesterday I also went back to your community, David, where you had that post, and somebody also commented the same thing. I totally forgot who it was, but it was there, and I heard that from a few people. Even I was really surprised, and honestly, in the beginning, it was when is the next one? I was like, oh my god!
And I want to say that is all me. That is my fault because I am I'm really into momentum. I'm really into like that flame. Like we have flames in school, and keeping that flame, but only keeping that flame, that fire within this project as well. And it might be a little rushed. And we talked about that yesterday, and I think we slowed it down a little bit. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely I have that energy, that fire in me, and I want to, while it's there, I want to keep having the flame and keep people throwing that wood into that fire till it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Because sometimes if we leave the fire alone and we don't throw those little pieces of wood or trees into it, it slowly dies down. So that's why I personally kind of push it to go further, and it's kind of like it's already here kind of thing. But the team, we talked about it yesterday, we are slowing it down. They're slowing me down, and we're all slowing, because there is so much behind the scenes that
There
we
is, yeah.
we have to go through, and it's
Yeah.
a lot. It is a lot, and
It's
so
insane. Yeah, it's almost
we're
felt like
slowing
a
it down a
full-time
little bit.
job. But yeah, but you know what? Have you heard about the California wildfires? You don't need to throw anything at them. They just like I literally had to evacuate my house. It was scary as fuck because I was seeing a fire that was bigger than the mountain behind, that it was coming towards my house. And I ignored all the people saying like evacuate, evacuate. My phone was ringing, and I have a Florida number. How the fuck these people have my number from the fire department? They were calling my cell phone, evacuate now, evacuate. I'm like, fuck off. I won't. But you know what? When I saw from my piano room that fucking fire coming bigger than the mountain, oh my god, I have goosebumps thinking about it. I packed up my shit real quick. You decide what you're gonna take and what not. I packed up my dogs. I didn't even get any food for them. It was just the dogs and a few items, my laptop and passport, and I just dipped. And then I couldn't even get out of there because the highway was blocked and everything backed up. So I was calling friends to pick me up like a fucking loser, and nobody was picking me up because they can't get through the backed up highway. And I was like, I'm gonna be leaving all the bags and just with my backpack and dogs
Ro,
running for our lives with like
Ro,
all of the
please,
bags behind.
please don't call my friend Ro a fucking idiot. Please don't do that.
Yeah, well, I said
You're
that
not
because
an idiot.
thank you. I ignored everyone that was saying evacuate, and everybody was evacuating for days, and I was just like, I am not. Because I lived in Florida before that, and everybody was evacuating for hurricanes while I would go and surf, you know? So it was like
How
one of those things.
When was that, bro?
The Florida,
That you had to evacuate?
the fire, I'd say 2 years ago in January.
Yeah. Because I'm in New York, not too far from Manhattan, and there were the sky was full of the smoke from Canada fires.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
heard about that.
it's a 6-hour drive, but the smoke was reaching us, which is horrifying. Yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
Minnesota. I was getting it. You mean yesterday and today? I was getting that too, from
Yeah,
Canada.
today's a little better, but the last few days, yeah.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of that too.
Now,
Yeah.
I want to respond to you, David, if you will. Firstly, thank you for sharing about the momentum and the flame and keeping the flame alive. And I think that, like Rose said, it already has a life of its own. It's created. And I would invite you to see if there's any younger David inside you who's feeling afraid that you will lose whatever you created. Because just like you created it the first time, even if it's all gone, the fire, there's always new logs and a new flame to be started.
Yeah, I agree. I have no fears about it at all. Like I know the collective energy that we have, and the organizing energy that we have is very powerful. Like if like I feel it in the meetings. I feel it with connecting with the individual people. I know there's a lot of potential in that, and so there's no fear in that. It's but there is that energy, that life force that wants to put that energy into this and creating this, and and maybe it needs to be tamed down a little bit.
Maybe not tamed, maybe directed to your own community for now.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, possibly. I don't know. Maybe, or maybe
What
we have a
sign
lot
are
of,
you?
or maybe we have a lot of behind the scenes to do before presenting it as well. So I
Yeah.
think that might be part of it as well.
Yeah. I think trusting is the word here, to trust all around, like, because this is co-creative, and the minute it's not only you, it's involving a lot of people, there has to be a level of trust, unless you want to be the only one creating.
Of course. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
What sign are you, David? You said you're fire sign. Are you fire sign?
No, I'm a Cancer.
Oh, you're like Zor. Oh, so you
Yeah,
have a birthday. When is your birthday?
me and Z. I don't know. it's, it's coming up here soon.
Are you gonna tell us so we know?
In 3 days,
Okay. Is there a date?
the 20th. The 20th. I'm the 20th.
Okay.
So
Wow.
me and Z are right next to each other. I didn't even know that. And then
Yeah.
and then Fatima's birthday is coming up too, but she's a Leo, which is interesting. Yeah.
It's interesting. That's a
And
fire
the-
sign.
She looks like a Leo.
she
Yeah,
looks
yeah, she does. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's right next to the Cancer and the Leo are right next to one another. Sometimes there's attraction to.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even I don't follow signs as much. Like I know I feel kind of Cancers and also sometimes Scorpios. Like
No,
are
that's
you?
me.
Are you? Are you guys? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's Scorpio.
Almost Scorpios. Whoa,
Three
whoa,
Scorpios.
whoa.
I'm a Scorpio on the cusp of Sag,
Yeah,
and
Justin is also.
I'm a dragon in the.
I'm a
Chinese-
dragon too.
Look
I'm a
at
Yep,
fire
that.
dragon.
dragon.
Greenwood dragon here, baby.
Dude, you
Fucking
guys
hell,
are
how many dragons there? All 64s, I'm sure.
No,
No, Lisa's not 64 at all.
Oh, she's not.
I'm talking about the
I know what
birth.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, like about the Cancer, like I want to share that Cancers are really family oriented. They like the togetherness, the family, you know, but also can be scatterbrained and uh, because of that not responsible. But they're very very like family like, you know. It's different than the fire signs, for example. And like Cancers with Scorpio with Pisces vibe well together because like they're just like, you know, the in a group together. But yeah, those are general, you know, things about science. It's not like, oh, set in stone and black and white. There is also purple and gray area, you know, like with everything.
I like to jump in here a little bit on this whole community and the vibe and
Thank
the
you.
energy that's going, which I think is still going on strong. It's just showing up. It's not showing up in, you know, that, you know, building something like what we're doing with the signature. And I mean, I'm very open to doing collaboration with other people. I mean, that's really like I was just talking to a friend of mine who's in Spain. She's going to come into the community. We're going to do some lives, and then her and I are going to collaborate on some things in my premium. You know, for anyway. I mean, that's some of that energy, David, that you might be feeling, because I feel that too, kind of like that. You know, it can translate into urgency and freneticism, but really, it's a good energy for building. So.
Mhm.
I don't know where that could go for you or for me, because I also feel it myself. But it feels like there's something there, something that's wanting to blossom. Now, if is it more of this like we did with the signature battle, or something along the lines that we're talking about now, or is it something else? I don't know, but it's a worthy endeavor to explore into that, and I'm open to that conversation. And just as everybody's talking, I'm thinking about a couple of different things, and I might be reaching out to some people to see what we can, pull together. Even if it's like doing this kind of a thing, but more like in a webinar kind of deal, or, seminars. I loved what Islandus put together with his, seminar with, what was it, 35 people in 30
I was
days.
one. Johnny was one too.
It was nuts, but he did it, and that was beautiful, and
Yeah.
it still has repercussions, and it's still feeling. In fact, I'm going to make an announcement about that today in my community. But yeah, so I'm open to that kind of stuff. I would like to say, like, I'm having one of my community members talk tomorrow. So that would be a really cool thing, is kind of just invite each of you to come in and like do a talk of some sort, kind of like the seminar, but maybe a little more casual. But anyway, those are thoughts going through my head.
Thank you for sharing. Appreciate you.
That's great. I'm curious. It makes me curious if you want to share a little bit more, David. I would love to understand from your position where you're standing around the fire inside you and the momentum. Allow us to see where you see that momentum taking us. Like, what's the momentum in your mind towards? What is that momentum?
Well, I see this growing a lot bigger than what we had, right? And maybe not everyone participating in every one of these. So my like kind of I guess vision behind this, and everyone who's on the team as well, is to grow it to a place and figure out a way to grow it so that there could be maybe 30 communities participating or more. And how do we go about that? And how do we co-create that in a way that everyone is still getting value of it from it? Everyone is still growing from it. Everyone is still having that love community energy that we had in the last one, because it was such beautiful energy. And even though it was, a battle, everyone won, right? Everyone was a winner. And that's kind of the energy that we want to bring into this, that everyone is a winner, not only the participants, but the organizers as well. Like, how does this organism work so that everyone is winning, everyone is growing, and we're getting traffic to communities, our communities, each participants are getting traffic to their communities. Everyone is somehow creating, growing as well. So yeah, does that answer your question? I'm not sure.
Well, it definitely does give me a lot more. And the only thing I'm still curious about is when you're saying growing it, how would you describe the it? What's the it? Growing it into more in your mind. You said growing it. What is the it in your mind?
So the it initially was a battle, right? And now we have like a different name for it, or we're thinking of different names for it, but that's the it.
So in your mind, the it is some kind of like the battle is the it for something to be battled.
It doesn't have to be a battle, but it has to be something that helps the communities, the engagement in communities, the traffic to communities. It helps each one of us individually because we are participating in it. So each participation gives you, okay, I made this video, and this video now is going to the about page or it's going into my YouTube that brings me traffic, or it's like Levy was saying, something like free uh, freebies
Value.
or something like that,
Yeah.
creating those and also using those somehow to help in your community and also other communities. So there's a lot of ways of going. Sorry, my computer's going dead. Going, doing this, right?
Yeah, so how I'm
Um,
understanding
Mm.
what's that? I think I
how I
froze.
understand, David, is that it's a project that more than one community are working on some kind of project jointly. So whatever the project is, it's like a mini project that's not just one community. It's a bunch of communities joining in on a larger project. And
Ki-
identifying the project is kind of what we're exploring now. Is that kind of
Ye-
what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, and kind of in a fun battle kind of way, without using the word battle, I guess, but
I
in some,
think I think it's time to bloom out. Listen, I've been working on something in the background. It's us. It's an EI us. But once that thing's gonna be online, I'm gonna work on apps and add-ons and such stuff. I'm not competing against CRM. I'm doing something completely different. So that little project we've been talking about, it's especially a tool who's gonna be connecting us together, and it's gonna be monitoring what we're doing. Like, my idea was we can put like a different, we join like, how I can say, like randomly we pick one community outside of what we know, like a random one. We post there and we collect the data from it for the month, and that will monitor not just I don't have the word in English yet, but that will monitor like not just the traffic, but the meaning behind it. Like, it's gonna be what kind of post they get, what kind of comment, um, what kind of value it build up toward those people joining. It's a big. I've been studying those software whose it's diagnostic software. They read the data, but today they mostly monitor only like the like and the share and some kind of the comment, but they don't value like how deep was the comment and what kind of people is joining. Are there bots? Are there people who trying to extract stuff? I'm reading somewhere that it's going to be monitoring who is behind that person and how important his value is put together and as a group. And those apps are not connected to any cloud, so everything you're gonna do with my Nova system is gonna be shared together in some kind of three-way to P2P, as we call it. And there will be some kind of echo to all of it. Like, do you want to share this with me? Yeah, sure. And it's gonna be shared together, and it's gonna be a building something, and each seed's gonna be rewarded toward sharing and blooming. So I'm working with a root system that sustain stability, sustain growing, and sustain value of the connection together. Not as we are together like the community manager, but as a member of the committee. How they talk together, how they react, how they share stuff, how they create. So I'm working on a meta optimist system that I cannot go further than that because I need to read something. Everything is in French. It's really deep what you've been building and what I've been just putting a seed, as you say. Um, in French is shani, shani, honey,
Honey,
honey.
like merci, honey. Yeah.
Ah, merci. Okay, so I've been putting those seed out like this, and I get some really good effect from it, right? Because Nova is behind, and I'm working with her, and I'm teaching her stuff, and she whatever. It's what I mean. It's we're creating something together, and yes, each seed gonna be is I have its own distance, but the root is gonna be channeling like all the trees because that's how they communicate and that's how they support each other because we have the same kind of roots and we share stuff and that make us together. That's what I'm building, and that's why I don't talk yet because my seed is starting to root.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much.
that's what I've been working on, Chenny. So
I can feel the energy, even though I don't exactly know what you're talking about, but it feels aligned. It feels expansive. I wonder if all of you feel this, but I'm feeling that this is like deep rooted and also expansive and has potential to create something organic and co-creative.
I can't wait.
I heard the systems behind it. So I heard like going into the community and really monitoring the community, monitoring the comments, and figuring out, hey, this comment is maybe not good for our community. Maybe take that person out right away, kind of thing, or no, like spammers. Or I'm not sure what you meant by monitoring the person and kind of, but there's also you're talking about P2P and yeah, I would love to maybe sometime communicate more with you.
yeah, I didn't push that far because I'm working on something. You know the authentication of all those platforms they're doing.
Mhm.
It's a static code, but I'm working with a dynamic code. So the code's gonna recognize you. So that I'm trying to eliminate like the put your nickname and put your password. That's what I'm doing. To your software, your cell phone or your PC is gonna recognize you as how you speak, how you tap, and everything like that. So if someone try to come into your house and click, 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 you're gonna recognize that. Look, that's not him. Shut down.
Mhm. Kind of like Apple phone recognizes, like I don't know if you guys noticed the Siri when you say hey Siri, if it's not your phone, it's not going to recognize your voice. Kind
Yeah,
of like
that's a voice recognitions.
yeah, so kind of like that, right, Levy?
Yep. Yeah, it's everything. It's a meta concept. You know what I mean? So it's a meta authentications. So yeah, there's a lot of layer. So if you go like shut, you're gonna need to do some special thing to unlock it. So yeah, but yeah, I'm working on something like that. So if I want to do this, that bring a different mother fuck
Monitoring.
yeah monitoring. So it's bring us a different view, different concept, different uh, data analyzing. It's a meta concept, so that's why it's not easy to explain.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
want to say, David,
Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Have a good one. See you later.
I want to quickly say, I want to support your fire and not dampen it, like not shut it. I don't think you need to like make your fire smaller. I think the more people you want to make sure that they connect to your fire as well. And sometimes it is about creating more space, but it's not at all a desire to communicate anything that would make your fire smaller. If you feel that fire, we're here to support for you to let that become even bigger, if anything.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Thank
I
you for
felt
saying
that
that.
when you were
Hi,
saying that.
Dan.
I did feel that. But thank you for saying
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
you came right at the end. We're just wrapping it up. I want to be respectful to everyone's time. We're
This
here usually for about 1 hour, but this convo was so fucking exciting, all of it. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Appreciate you.
Dan, I just want to say hi to Dan before. I've never seen him in person, so I just want to say hey. He's
Yeah.
I agree.
I just saw the notification. I'm like, oh yeah, call's probably wrapping up, but I'll just hop on and say hey.
Yeah.
hey
Good
Dan,
to
nice
see you,
to see you.
Dan.
Have a good one, guys.
You too.
Bye. Thank you.
Take it
Thank
easy,
you.
guys. Thank you, Ro. Appreciate you.
Thank you.